was a big win. I told our kids afterwards that all wins are good and big, and you like them all. When you get on this stage and at this point in the season, they're just that much sweeter. And of course, that was the fourth time with that team, and that in itself it's a little extra, added pressure on both teams really. And I know there'll be another one of those tonight here, but it was a good game for us, and we just did enough things well and got ourselves a big win.
Coach, being down early, just kind of what kind of turned the tide? I know it looked like just watching it driving to the basket that might have keyed it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if there was any one thing that we did, but we just had 3 or 4 early turnovers that and even with I guess we ended up with 19, but Emily Schulte got herself deep a couple times. A couple other players did too, where we didn't have very good plays or passes to make, and I just thought those early turnovers, put us in a hole. But we kind of righted the ship and played hard. I think for us, that's really a key.
Alex, I know you were pretty active on the offensive glass, especially the first half. Just what was kind of key there? I know you guys have played him out 4 times. Just how about that aspect of it?
Yeah, we just knew that, like Coach said, we didn't play a perfect game by any means. We could play better, but it's those type of plays, those hustle plays, and just plays that, we showed some fight there early on. We got down quick, and just little plays like that really, make a difference. And we knew we had to do that.
Did they do anything differently against you guys fourth game as opposed to the other 3, or?
Go ahead.
For the shooters, I guess they played us a lot the same. I guess they were playing out on the shooters a little more so we could drive. For me anyways, I drove a little bit more than what I did normally.
And last weekend we had some different kids step up big time against this team, so I think, that alleviated some pressure off some other people, and it's tough to guard when you have, different kids stepping up every weekend, so.
Coach, I thought in the second half, Cammy hitting those 2 threes right away. Just how about those?
Yeah, they were very big. Just the timing of them. One was right at the end of the shot clock, and she's done that in a number of games for us this year. We really come in and hit some big threes, and that's kind of her game a little. But she can do some other things. But I thought that, then the fact that we just got so many possessions, and I guess it was that way in the first half, but I sensed it, even more in the second, where we got second opportunities and offensive rebounds, and like I said, Cammy's couple big threes there were real instrumental.
And Coach, obviously moving on to tomorrow, and just your thoughts on tomorrow's game. You're not going to play, but you're still alive. It didn't look good early, but you're still there.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. Obviously with that playing a team the 4th time, that sometimes makes it grinded out a little bit more of a tactical game sometimes than if you're going against a less known opponent. We'll just have to watch this one a little bit, and sometimes I try to tell our kids too, we want to get a little direction and obviously know what their strengths and tendencies are, but almost more so it's just doing things that we can do and do them well, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Faith or Alex, being seniors, has Concordia always been a rivalry since you've been here, or is it just how this year ended up?
We've went back and forth with them quite a few years. I think it's a little more present this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've battled with them in and out every year.
Seems like every year it's been a split mostly.
Yeah.
Every year it seems like.
They're a tough team. They always got.
And they got the
good
full
players,
team.
good personnel.
We got the full team coming back next year, so they're going to be.
I'm sure it'll be a rivalry.
Yeah, next year as well.
Anything else?
You both, all 3 seniors, Lydia had double-digit points, and you 2 had double-digit points, and Cammy had those 2 huge threes. Was there any extra motivation knowing this could have been your last game?
Yeah. It's. You want to stay level-headed and not get too worked up about. You play your game, but like we said it before in the locker room, we don't want to end this with, the entire team too. Like, we're going to all make mistakes, but we need to walk off this floor knowing that we gave it everything, because you don't want to walk away with any regrets.
Yeah, and for me, I guess my mom couldn't make it today, and she's texted me or called me and said, "Now you promised me a win today, so I can come tomorrow." So, you know, that was on the back of my mind. I didn't want to end on a loss where my mom was supporting me all year, couldn't make it. So, have her come and finish this.
We've really, the last couple of weeks too, there's been we've really come together as a team too, and things are starting to click, and there's that camaraderie between everybody, so it's, yeah,
And,
not done yet.
and Coach, you had, I think, like 4 or 5 times you came under timeouts, whether it was a meteor timeout you called and just ran a play to perfection, got an easy basket. Was that something you saw on the film?
No, it wasn't film. It's just sometimes maybe there is a little bit of film, but you just have some sense of, how they're going to play, and if you guess matchups a little bit, and it worked out well for us today. It doesn't always, sometimes you draw it up but when kids make plays, and it makes you look better too, like you knew what you were drawing up.
Thank you, Coach.